What skill do you think you had? As you have said before, rap enabled me to get out of the projects.
Right.
What was it that you think enabled you to do it so well?
I think it was just a God-given talent because, I don't write anything when I'm recording. I don't write lyrics. I just listen to the music and I formulate the song, like just off the top of my head. I just go over the lyrics again and again until I have the song, and then I just go in there and I record it. So it's definitely a God-given talent, and it was drive also. It was drive. I mean, it was tough. I mean, we toured the whole Eastern Seaboard because that's where our records would get played. We wasn't national yet, so we would tour all the way up to North Carolina. We'd just hit that area. Not even Atlanta. We just all the way up to North Carolina. We would tour, just jump in the van and just drive ourselves and just do endless shows. I mean, with 20 people in the building sometimes. Just
that right?
Yeah.
Always believing it would get better and better and better.
Understand, and they know, especially new artists, they know, that it's someone there that understands, what they're going through and they're thinking, and I can go in the studio and write a hit as well. So,
so it gives you more power.
It's a different.
They know not only can he walk the walk, he can talk the talk.
Absolutely.
Or talk the talk.
I'm not a guy criticizing their records who've never made them. I'm a player coach, a guy who's been on the field.
Yeah.
You notice they work as announcers, analysts, football analysts, or basketball. It works better when it's coming from someone who's played. Like Charles Barkley, even as brash as he is,
has been there.
You have to. That guy's a Hall of Fame player. So if he's saying something, it got to have a bit of credence to it.
It's true. It's John McEnroe in tennis and
John McEnroe,
John Miller in golf, and
exactly
on and on and on and on
right.
and on.
Well, I'm going to ask you another question about being married. And this is something that I want to hear your opinion on, because marriage is kind of characterized by a basic set of experiences. What is it about marriage that defies all of these issues? Wealth, position, power. It all comes back down to these same things no matter where you come from or what you're doing in your life.
I think relationships in general have that commonality that's outside of social status or wealth or the title that you hold. Those things that are endearing, that we create a relationship, are in place everywhere. Even outside of a marriage. How you feel about someone, or the honesty, integrity, and how you carry yourself. That's not
monetary or a function of money. Or
that's or it's not a characteristic of marriage.
I have an interesting idea that I believe in too. You look at certain people like Oprah. And you just have this undying respect for her because of what she's done.
Right.
Because of the idea of excellence and what she's done with it.
Right.
Tell me about that. I mean, there are others, and you can tell me who else. I just picked one easy one.
It's so many people.
It's the idea of black success.
Exactly. It's so few people that make it out and make it to ascend to these levels of success that, when someone goes, it's like, run. Go as far go as far as you can go. Like, please, and everyone champions her.
Because your visibility brings us all.
That's right.
It inspires us and
right. That's right. And it's a sense of it can be done. It's like, wow, she made it. Maybe I can make it. Now there's a bunch of little black girls in neighborhoods who
want to be
Oprah, make it.
Because they have a role model. But here's the other interesting thing too. I mean, you deal with people, that are competitors, people that have said things about you that you didn't particularly like because they take shots at the guys at the top.
Right.
And yet you somehow are able to take it with a certain, flow.
You have to. You have to. And
some of them are at Sony.
Yeah, you have to. Because you got to realize what's behind it. It's really not anything personal. Because I don't know these guys.
It's just ambition.
Yeah, that's the ambition talking, because I don't know these guys. I hardly see them, and we don't cross paths for the most part. I don't know them. I know it's more a competitive thing. Like you're the guy in the way of the #1 spot, and I want it. That's it. It's just a competitive sport, and it comes with the job.
When you want to make the argument for hip-hop as popular culture, and as something special, what's the argument you make?
About it's poetry about the hip-hop's poetry, and the poets that are in hip-hop are some of the best ever. The double entendres and the stories being told all the while rhyming and staying on beat and expressing emotions and having people connect to those emotions. Oh man, that's some of the best music ever. Not to knock any other industry, like the things that hip-hop artists sing about, those are real things. Those are things that people connect to. And that's why hip-hop artists have movements. People follow them because the things they're saying resonate with people. It strikes a chord. When it's done correctly, the emotion in hip-hop and the raw honesty and the poetry and what we're saying is unrivaled. It's unmatched. We can't hold a melody, but that's technical. That's technical. We can put couplets together, amazing couplets and syncopation. We can't hold a melody. That's different. But like I said, that's technical. What we're doing spiritually and with the poetry it's moving. I look at myself as a person that, at the forefront as an ambassador for hip hop. Like I said, when I do things, I try to represent the culture in the positive light to show that we can mature. I was that guy as well. I was that guy. I was reckless and the whole nine. I was a product of my environment. But as I grew and I got to see other things, my sophistication level, it rose. No pun intended.
No.
What I thought was, this is my next step. This is the my next step in the evolution or whatever, for me, to ascend to this executive level. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And everything I do it with the culture in mind, with hip hop and with our culture in mind, like to do things like that, to ascend to levels that other people haven't. I mean, as an artist, and be successful at it, that means the door's open for the next generation, of artists. So I thought that, this is something I had to do. I could make so many albums and just keep going. Like, how the fuck you do that? Because it's me. It's really me. Like, I'm just talking what I go through, whatever it is. And be it good, I might say the worst shit in the world, but it's me.
True. But then you saying shit that make people in the hood do crime. You're gonna do it because you want to do it, but then you don't help them. Like you saying that you show drugs, that you got a gun, that this, that.
My moms are not, yo, nigga, it's all good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? More so now.
You tell them the downfall, whatever good.
Yeah, the evil.
The bad side of it.
Yeah, it's heaven and then there's hell, niggas. Yeah. One day you cruising to the 7, the next day your alibis ain't matching up. Bullshit catching up. You hit with the RICO, they repo that vehicle. Shit was all good just a week ago. About to start snitching, ain't you? Ready to start bitching, ain't you? I forgive you. Hustling just ain't you. Aside from the fast cars, honeys that shake their ass in bars, you wouldn't be involved with the underworld dealers, carriers of Mac Millie, East Coast bodyers, West Coast caterpillars, little monkey niggas turn gorillas. These are my rhymes, B. This is my first album. I said something earlier in one of the interviews. I said the day that Barack, of course, people took it the wrong way. I said that the day that Barack got elected, the gangster became less relevant.
Yeah.
And that's true.
Yeah.
Because we've only seen that option. When I grew up, there were no lawyers and doctors in my neighborhood. I saw the dope boys. So that's what I emulated. But now there's a juxtaposition. So I don't mean that, I made it out. Gangsters is corny. Being a gangster is corny. Because I went through that. You know what I'm saying? So it's difficult. I don't want to denounce something that I went through and say, because I've made it, that it's not cool anymore. What I'm saying is, on one position, that's all we seen. So we emulated that. But now we have something else to look to. When a kid grows up and you tell him, man, you could be the president of the free world. It's a real thing. Now that's a very difficult task. And it takes a lot, right? But it is possible.